Okay, so in this session, we are going to talk about iterative statement, the also known as the loops. The iterative statement, also known as the loops, used to execute part of codes repeatedly and also used for performing repetitive tasks effectively. So we have uh, three types of three types of uh, iterative statement or three loop statements. That is the first one for loop statement. We have then we have whilst loop. We have do whilst loop. That's the types of statements that we have for the iterative or the loops. So let's try something. Let's try something here for statement. For statement, yeah, for statement. So let's try for the loop statement. For the loop statement. So for the loop statement, for the loop statement. Okay, okay, we have our destiny already. So we are trying to find out something. We have our normal and basic uh, testing here. So let's try and see what we can do for the loop statement. So let's say we have something like for 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 ints. So you need to declare your distance for int a equals 0. You need to first declare your variable. Then after you have declared your variable, you need to declare your variable. You need to declare your variable first. After that, you bring your expression. Then you add your statement. You bring your expression. You add your statement. So the expression is okay. I'll say I. Oh, sorry. The expression a is greater. Let me make it is greater than 10. Is greater than 10. Then we say a plus plus a plus plus. Then we come again. We our carry brace. So we want to see out a. So see out see out a see out a see out a. So let's see what we'll get for a. Let's see what we'll get for a. Okay. So let me go and explain the code. Okay. So uh, initially we declare our statement say a is equal to 0. So a is equal to 0. Then a is less than 10. You see the values here now is up to now. It means what what we are expecting is that a will be less than 10. A will be less than 10. Then we say after you print a okay, you add 1 to whatever value you get to A. You add 1 to whatever value you get to A. So let's say we first one we say A equals 0. Then we add 1, A equals 0. You add 1, then we add 1, you add 1, we have 2. So that's the meaning of A equals 0. So let me try and do something here. This one, let me try and put equal sign here and see what if you get error or it will also run the code for us. Okay, it seems we are getting error. Yeah, error is there. Let me see the error. Let me try and figure out the error. Let me try and figure out the error. I'll say unexpected. Oh, unexpected before talking unexpected. So this one must come. Sorry, this one must come here. This one will come here. Must come before. Yeah, let's see if still we will get. Yeah, I said it. So you see, this one we have changed the thing, and we are saying the A must be equal. A is either less or equal to 10. A is either less or equal to 10. A is either less or equal to 10. So this is what we had. So this one is for the loop statement, for loop statement, for loop statement. Okay, let's try and see out different thing. Let's see if so this one now we are not going to see out A, but we are going to tell the this thing to see out let's say see out boy, and let's see how many boy you have, how many boy you have, how many boy. So let's see. Okay, so let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this first one is the 0. Then you had our the rest up to 10. The rest up to 10. That's the same as what we did. The rest up to 10. So let me remove the equal. Then also see what you have. Let's see what you have. Okay. Let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We also have the same thing. So we are moving on to the while loop. We will move on to the while loop. We will move on to the while loop. Move on to the while loop. Okay. For the while loop, it also states the statement can be simple or compound. Expression acts as a decision maker and it's usually a logical expression. So the while loop, this is how it goes. You bring your expression, then you close it. You bring your expression in a bracket, you close it. Then you bring your statement. So let's try some example of while loop. So you bring your expression. So this one you don't need any declaration. You don't have to declare anything. So just our expression. So let me clear this one. Okay. So this is our expression. This is our expression. This one is not part of the expression. Okay. This is the expression. This is the expression. So this is how the while loop goes. This is the how the while loop goes. But it's a while loop, so you have to use the while instead of for. You have to use the while. You have to use the while. So while by expression a is uh, is is less than 10, then let's see out a. Let's see out a. Let's see out a. Let's see out a and see. Okay, we are having some error there. We are having some error there. We are having some error. We are having some error. Okay. We have to add our distance. We have to add. Okay, we have a plus plus. Let's try and see out if our error. Okay, we are still having a plus plus. We are still having error. Okay, so okay. This one you have to bring this thing after the uh, have to bring it after the statement. After the statement you have to bring this thing after the statement. So let's try. Okay, we are still having error. So okay, we haven't end our expression. We haven't end our expression. Mhm. We haven't end our expression. So what are they still telling us? They are saying, let me see if I have error. Um, oh, okay. I think I know where the error is coming from. This one, you have to declare your this thing, your variable, but the variable will not be part of the expression inside this bracket. The variable will not be part of the expression inside this bracket. Other like the for loop statement. For the loop for the for loop statement, you see the variable was declared. You declare your variable inside the bracket, then you state your function. But this one, the variable will declare before the the variable will declare. Let's say the variable will declare before the variable will declare before the loop statement. Before the loop statement, the variable will declare before the loop statement. So we have declared our variable, and this also expression will not be part of uh, the bracket, but it will rather come for after the statement after. So let's try out and see what we will get. Okay, something is oh, something is line 5. Okay, error expected unqualified ID unqualified I. Oh, I'm making some pity mistakes. A. I'm making some pity mistakes, but you see, this help us to know where the mistake is. So also A was not clear in the scope. Yeah, this will help us to know where your mistake is coming from. So let's see if still we are getting mistake. So it's telling us error. Something is expected before in line 6. It says something is expected before um, something is expected before this one. So this thing is expected before this. expressed before to the primary expression before. Okay, let me see. Error line 6. This one is expected before the. So okay, let me try saying this is expected. So if this one comes there, I think we are going to ignore this one here. We are going to ignore this one here. Yeah, 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 yeah. We are going to ignore this one here. Okay, okay, you see what we have. This is for while loop statement. This is for a while loop statement. So let's see, let's try something. Let's say print, okay, print, uh, while loop statement, print while loop statement, print while loop statement. So let's see, a quick reminder, we first stated that we have declared our variable a is equal to 0. Then we stated that a is less than 10. Then we came here that for what number we get for a, for what value we get for a, you add 1. You add 1 till a is less than 10. So let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one will be not counted because the first one is not part. The first one, we consider the first one as 0 because we first declare that a is equal to 0. So it will print it first. So let's count the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A is less than 10. So we are done. So we will move on to the do while statement. The do while statement. Do while statement is similar to a while statement. A do while statement, a do while loop statement is similar to the while loop statement, except that the condition comes after the body. The condition comes after the body. The condition comes after the body. So let's try. He said the condition comes after the body. The condition comes after the body. So the condition will come after the body. And this is the condition. Okay, so this is the condition. This is the condition. So this condition will come after the body. So let's try something. This condition come after the body. So let's try something here. This one will come after the body. So let me quickly do some changes here. For that one too, you will declare your distance. Then after that, instead of while, you will say do. Then this is the condition. So you have to do, then do, declare. Okay, this is how we do it for the do statement. This is how it is being done for the do statement. Then you bring your condition. Wow. Then you bring your condition. While a is less than 10. So this is how the the this thing goes. The condition for the meanwhile, it is like the for the while, for the do while, it is like the while. But this one, the condition will come after um, the condition will come after the statement or the body. The condition will come. So here's the condition. This condition will come after this. So let's try and see how it will give us the same because it's a similar thing. Okay, in line 10, error is expected, error is expected. But always I refuse to bring my this thing. You see, it's telling me the error. It's telling me the error. I always refuse to bring my this thing. Okay, you see, the same thing. Let me make here see out A. Let me make it A. And let's see what we get. Let me make it A. Let me make it A. Okay, you see, A was declared to 0, then A is less than 10. That's what we have here. That's what we have here. So we will continue from existing from loop, existing from loop, existing from loop. If condition of an iteration statement for while or do statement is omitted, the loop will not terminate unless the user precisely exits it by a break, return, go to, true. So existing from a loop, a break into bracket break out of the nearest closing. So how seems I'm talking too much. So I should um, come here and then so we are going to use the loop statement. We are going to use the loop statement. We are going to use the loop statement. We will use the loop statement. We are going to use the for loop list statement. Let's see. For this is our condition for int a equals 0. For int a equals 0. Okay, this is our statement. A is less than 10. Okay, then we do a plus is the statement. Then we bring our function. We will bring our another statement. We will bring our another statement. So another statement will be declare. Another statement will be declare. Another statement will be declare. Okay, so we say if 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 a if a is equal to if a is equal to 4, if a is equal to 4, then what are we going to see out? Then if a is equal to 4, then see out see out a, you see out a, then you end your line. You see out a, you end your line. then we are coming to the break. Then you break. So what it means, this is our condition. If int a equals 10, this is our we declare our uh, we have declared our variable. Then we said a is greater than 10, and what value we had for a plus 1, you add 1 to the value. And we said when we find a, when a we get a up to 4, the execution must stop. When we had a 4, we have a up to 4, the execution must stop. So let's see if that's what I was. Okay, you see the execution has stopped and print out a for us. The execution has stopped and print out a for us. So let's see, let's try and put uh, something. Okay, so existing from loop. Let's try existing from loop. So this one will help us know say when it executed and had 4, when when the value we had for a, we add 1 up to 4, then it must break. The execution must break. So whatever value we had, this what the meaning of this a equals 4. It means the value we add for a, if we add 1, we add 1, so then we get 4. The execution must stop. So let's see. Yeah, so the execution has stopped, then has printed out on the 4th one for us. The 4th one for us. Okay, so let's try one here. So okay, this one we want to we want to get we want to get we want to get I. We want to get all the values up to 4. Want to get all the values up to 4. Okay. You see, it's I've added the 4. It means this one is on the 4th. This one is on the 4th. This one is on the 4th. So let's also move on. Let's also move on to existing from loop. We also have we also have we also have a continuum there. Continuum there. For the only thing we will do for the continuum is to change this break here into continue. Yeah, that's the only thing. Continue, continue. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. Okay, so I'll okay. I'm coming. Is the continue. Is the continue. Is the continue. The continue also will continue the execution. To continue the execution, but it will print out the this thing for you, the number you are looking for. So let's see, it will continue the execution, and uh, a continuous skip the rest of the body of the, it will skip the rest of the, skip the remaining statements and proceed with the next uh, with the next loop, with the next illustration of loop. So the break to exist earlier from a loop to skip the remaining of the switch structure. Skip the remaining of the switch structure. So let's go to the next stage. So the continue and existing, they are something like similar. Let's go to the this one. Uh, so that's all for the loop statement. That's all for the loop statement. The nested loop statement is also there. The nested loop statement is also there. For that one, you have to declare two variables first. You have to declare two variables first. So let's try our hands on the nested loop. Let's try our hands on the loop also. Let's try. Okay, okay. So we will first declare our two variables. That is, let's say we have int, oh sorry, we have int a, then comma b, then you state your condition for int a is equal to 0. Let's use the same this thing, then a plus plus, then plus plus. So this side will be ignored, this side will be ignored. Let's ignore this side, let's ignore this side, this side will be ignored. Let's, then we bring our statement again. We are going to for another statement for this one b. For b, for b equals, let's say 0. For b equals 0, then b is less than or equal to a. B is less than or equal to a. A is less than or equal to a. Then we have b also plus plus. This is our statement. B also plus plus. So this one we are coming to see out uh, come to see out asterisk and see what you will get. Okay, fine. to bring the intake here. So I do you don't need to bring the sorry for the mistake. You don't need to bring the this thing again. So okay, okay. That's the error. Expected initializer before for expected initializer before expected initializer before for expected initializer before for equal to 0. Yeah, yeah. Let me see if it's still okay. Some petty petty. You see what we are getting. See what we are getting. See what we are getting. It's in. So let's try and let's see a one. Yeah, let's make it 4. Let's make here 1. I want to explain the thing. Okay, let's see something. Okay, 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 okay. This is how it goes. If a equals 1, then for every number you add 1. So like what we did first, for every number you add 1. For every number you add what? You add 1. Here is the case we stated earlier before. We stated inside this condition that b is also equals 1. Then if b is less than or equal to a, b is then plus b. So we also print for b. Also print for b is less than or equal to a. B is less than or equal to a, so it must also be 4. So that's the statement. Statement. So we will bring this lesson over. Bring this lesson.